Then hydrogen manufacturing, green hydrogen vehicles, refueling stations, BESS manufacturing. These are all incentives for electrolyzer manufacturing. Capital subsidy for manufacturing electrolyzer, exemption of land use, conversion charges and stamp duty, reimbursement of net SGST, employment generation, cost subsidy, electricity duty and power supply exemption of electricity duty and rebate and power tariff. Incentives for hydrogen vehicles, refueling stations, capital subsidy for green hydrogen fuel, cell trucks, buses and other transport vehicles, capital subsidy for fueling plants, SGST reimbursement on purchase of machinery for hydrogen generation and refueling stations, incentives for BESS manufacturing, capital subsidy and reimbursement, SGST revenue, off-take guarantee and reimbursement of electricity duty and power subsidy. Even electric vehicle charging infrastructure, quality standards, mandates, land lease, capital subsidy, tariff, maximum ceiling tariff for EV and consumers, separate EV tariff category to charge point operator, avail open access green OA generator. These are all various things we want to offer for charging stations. All these things I want to create one of the best ecosystem. If I go only one area, I may not integrate everything. So all ecosystem we want to balance. Our main aim is cost optimization of energy, and at the same time for future technologies I want to take first more advantage in the direction. There also we are working green hydrogen, downstream industries, other areas. For all these things, I am assuring you, as on today we are talking ease of doing business. From now onwards we are talking speed of doing business. Ease of doing business once, that is the history. There we used to get all 5 years number 1 in ease of doing business. Now you can appreciate how to do speed of doing business. Everything is virtual. No need to have any speed breakers everywhere. Once policy is very clear, automatically we'll put it on autopilot. That is what I am assuring all of you. And then you are going to see total change in this direction. Now we are talking about artificial intelligence, drones integration, even cell phone as a tool. Wherever you sit, you can do virtual work. That is the order of the day. Even CCTV cameras we can track. These are all again cloud management, and by data optimum, how to go for artificial intelligence, real-time solutions. That is where it is going to happen. With all these things, you will have an advantage. Any decision, accuracy will be 80% minimum. It is only matter of time, 90-95% more than that. It may be health, it may be education, it may be agriculture, it may be power, it may be road infrastructure maintenance, infrastructure creation, everything is in real time we can monitor. So we are having an advantage here. 974 kilometers, nearly 1000 kilometers east coast, that is on east coast. No other, that is central place. That is the biggest advantage we are having. Already we are having 6 ports. Now 4 more ports are coming. It will be 10 ports. On information technology, we are very strong. In knowledge economy, you are seeing Telugu states are dominating now. With this, we are having manpower. We will train them. We are having excellent manpower. And also we are going to create industrial hubs, cluster development, and port-led economy to reach there also. Excellent in road infrastructure, rail infrastructure, air infrastructure, everything will integrate there. Government support and incentives time to time, we will watch, we will extend all this support for you. Access to infrastructure in a way, I told you very clear. And also raw materials, high grade quartz, silica sand, all required mineral wealth is available in Andhra Pradesh. I want to go modules and molecules. That is the strength we are having. So with all these things, this policy, democratization, decentralization, dynamic policy always. Democratization of power generation, everything. Decentralization, automatically it will happen, and also dynamic policies will create. That is where I told you 3 dimensions to do speed of doing business instead of ease of doing business. With this, goals of AP Clean Energy Policy, Green Power Catalyst aims to serve as a green power catalyst profiling India's RE goals. Human Capital Hub for RE. Evolve as the premier talent hub through public-private people's partnership, shaping the future of India's RE sector. I am involving here one more P. As on today, economic reforms we have done public-private partnership. Now I am adding public-private people's partnership. Farmer, he will join here. Once he join, he will be a partner in this. Then there is no problem at all. He will produce power, he will give it to grid or rooftop. Like that, we can create innovative policies. By evolving these policies, then automatically we will create one of the best ecosystem. Even my Amaravati, 34,000 acres of land, without paying 1 rupee, I was able to acquire under Land Pooling Act. I am taking 1 acre of land. In turn of development, I am giving 1,000 or 1,200 square yards return for him, either house site or otherwise residential or commercial. Both mix I am giving. Without spending 1 paise, even I am able to save nearly 10,000 acres of land. That land I am using for public purposes and also monetization. I can mobilize minimum 1 lakh crores or 2 lakh crores with this land. I can construct my capital. That is how I am thinking in a big way. Even power sector also we can go. That is where I want to involve people as partners. And also energy storage capital, emerge as India's energy storage capital to build resilient and flexible electrical grids. Clean energy manufacturing hub, emerge as the nation's clean energy manufacturing hub, mine to molecule, driving the green revolution forward. Green hydrogen economy, this is the future. How to go about, we are working, we are going to do it. Finally, this is our goal, ICE policy, next 5 years. Solar, wind, solar target, 78.50 GS GWP. Wind energy, 35 GW. pumped energy, pumped storage 22 GW, battery energy storage 25 GWh, 5,000 PCS EV charging infrastructure, emerging technologies 1.50 MMTPA green hydrogen derivatives, ethanol 1500 KLPD, bio CNG, CBG 1000 TPD, biofuels. This is our targets. Total investments I am planning 10 lakh crores, 7.5 lakh employment direct and indirect. Today, Ministry has assured 30 lakh crores investment for next 5 years. In that, I am having an action plan for 10 lakhs, 1/3 investment in Andhra Pradesh. That is our aim. That is our goal. That is our vision. I strongly believe there is one more revolution, that is green energy revolution. Earlier revolution, so many revolutions we have seen. Earlier agriculture, then manufacturing, then technology, all these things we have seen. Now, energy revolution, particularly green energy revolution. Thereby, green hydrogen and downstream industries, it is going to happen. This is where I want to place before you, be partners with us. We will work together to achieve our goals. I don't have any doubt India will become developed nation by 2047. By that time, we will reach green energy and green hydrogen downstream industries targets also for creating wealth and employment for this great nation. With this, I am thanking all of you. Thank you one and all. Anybody want to ask any questions? What is the structure? Yeah.